No, wait, no, stop it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel.
I make you go bye-bye. I make you go bye-bye.
And in today's video, we're going to be discussing something that is commonly discussed in the dog training and Belgian Malinois community, which is that Belgian Malinois shouldn't be owned by everyone and that they don't make very good family pets. What do you think about that, Rain? What do you think? If you've stumbled across this video, you are probably aware that Belgian Malinois are capable of working to the highest standard. They are highly intelligent and they are commonly used as police and military dogs. Sit, wait. Oh my gosh. I have come across quite a lot of content on YouTube and other materials, which basically says that Belgian Malinois are not for the average person and that they don't make good pets. So in this video today, I just want to share my personal experience with our Belgian Malinois and explore whether or not this statement is really true. First off, I just want to say I am not a professional dog trainer and this is my first dog. Now, I am absolutely not saying that you should go and get a Belgian Malinois for your first dog if you have no experience in dog training or dogs in general. One of the reasons we got Rain is because my partner has a lot of handling experience, so I did feel comfortable with the decision to get a Mal. I also have a bit of handling experience with handling larger dogs such as German Shepherds. So I thought it wouldn't be too dissimilar. If you don't know already, this is our Belgian Malinois. His name is Rain. He is 9 months old and we've had him since he was 9 weeks old. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about in this video is temperament. Not every Belgian Malinois is going to have the same temperament. They're not all super dogs and they're not all suitable for military and police work. You can often tell a dog's temperament quite early on in the litter. Generally, the more confident pups in the litter tend to be a little bit more drivey and more work hungry. These are the dogs that are normally picked for military work and police work, as they don't shy away from things like loud noises and they're a little bit less skittish. Often the runts in the litter aren't as confident and they don't tend to have as much drive for work as the more confident ones do. They might be a little bit more independent or a little bit more sensitive. Rain! Oh my baby! Oh dear, come here! Oh dear! Oh poor Rainy fell off the sofa! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! And yeah, they might be a little bit more sensitive. Oh, he's just full of energy today. In our case in particular, Rain was not the runt of the litter, but I would definitely say he was mid to bottom of the pack, just because it was a litter of 13 pups and yeah. No, oh Rain, oh no, please Rain, please Rain, Rainy, oh come on, oh come on Ron, oh no, stop it, oh no, he's done it again. Side note guys, Rain just really doesn't want to be in this video today. I am sorry. He is being a little bit of a menace. He is stealing my script and he has decided, yeah, he is just not in the mood to film at the moment. So let's just try and bear without him. So in our case in particular, yeah, I would say that Rain wasn't the run. In general, this doesn't really affect his drive because he is quite drivey and he does love to work. However, he probably wouldn't be picked for police or military work or anything like that, just because he is a little bit independent and he is quite a sensitive soul. Hey Ring, look. Beef. Beef. My point being, not every Malinois from the litter is going to be a military dog. So there will be pups in the litter that are going to be suitable for family, pets and protection dogs. Prime example, the food is just not motivation enough, so we go with the winter wear. Rain, what's this? Yes. The winter wear is enough. Right, alright, you can be in it, but you have to behave. Because I'm not having naughty dogs running around in my video. No. Like humans, they all have different personalities. So what I'm trying to say is that there will be less drivey males who will be a lot better suited to being family pets than they would military dogs. And don't think that just because you haven't got the most drivey male in the litter that they're not going to need as much physical and mental stimulation, because they definitely are. And just because you have an unconfident dog, that doesn't mean to say that your dog is soft. Often an unconfident dog can be and is often a reactive dog. Often, like humans, dogs will be reactive to things that frighten them or something that they are unsure of. So a lot of the time they are reacting out of fear. Reactivity is definitely something that does need to be watched in this breed. I think with a lot of the shepherd breeds, so the German shepherds, the Dutch shepherds, the Belgian shepherds, reactivity is quite a common trait. I think this is also, why they all make such fantastic guard dogs. I do feel like they have a lot more of a tendency to become reactive, especially if they are quite fearful and they're kind of left and they're not corrected. It's very easy for them to all become very reactive. So this is definitely something that all owners should be paying attention to and be able to work through with their dog if they don't want a dog that barks at anything and everything, which is so annoying. Okay, so now that we have established that not all males are the same and some Malinois are... Excuse me? What the Oh. Okay, so now we have established that not all males are the same and some Malinois are definitely more suited to being family pets than military dogs. I think that generalising the fact that all males don't make good pets and they are better suited to working environments does cause some issues. First of all, it can potentially push good owners away who think that they aren't qualified for a Malinois. This can lead to more males in shelters as people think that they don't have the experience or the knowledge to look after them. And it also fuels the idea that only a small elite group of people with only credentials can handle Malinois, which isn't always true. I personally believe that some Malinois are more suited to being pets than they are working dogs, but obviously it really does just depend on the dog, their temperament and their drive. But you do need to have the time to commit to a highly driven breed. You need to be passionate and willing to learn and adapt your lifestyle to meet your dog's stimulus needs, so his mental and his physical stimulation. You also need to understand the dominance hierarchy with dogs, and you need to be firm with this breed, and I just cannot say that enough because these dogs will 100% take the piss out of you. If you let them walk all over you, they will. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile.
No! You're just a demon. You're just a demon!
So yeah, you do have to make sure that you don't spoil them and overly pamper them. Even though we all do spoil them a bit, because why do you have a dog unless it's to spoil them? But yeah, I also think all professional dog trainers also start as beginners. So I think rather than just discouraging everyone not to get a mal, I think the most important thing is to educate people and offer some guidance to raising these amazing dogs. Respect of the breed and its needs, your ongoing education and the mentorship that you need to be providing this dog with. Realistic expectations, not expecting too much of the dog. Every dog is different, going at the dog's pace and having a lifestyle that matches the dog's drive. But thanks to the internet, knowledge is so much more accessible than ever. High quality dog training is available and no longer exclusive to professionals. Between YouTube, online courses, books, local clubs, this can enable the average dog trainer to be able to train their dog like a pro, provided they are willing to put the time and effort in. He's back. Spoke too soon. Another thing I want to briefly discuss in this video is the biting and prey drive of the Malinois. One of the reasons I think people tend to say that these dogs aren't for everyone or that they're not for pets is that they do tend to have quite bitey tendencies. What I mean by this is when Malinois are puppies, they love to hang on to things, and even as 8-week-old puppies, they have like incredible grip strength, so they will just be like hanging on to things. While all puppies are like this definitely seems to be more of like a genetic Malinois trait. Another way to overcome this bitiness is to do bite work with your mal. This can be a little intimidating to some people. I would say like especially females, as males are really strong. And when I say bite work, obviously this can be a game of tug. We've got a bite pillow that we like to use with Rain, and I will show you that now. As you can see, it is completely filthy, but he loves it. And it's got like 2 gripping things here, so you really do have like a solid grip on it. But when I use it, I have to wear gloves. Always wear gloves because he will scratch you. By harnessing this instinct for biting them and teaching them what they can bite and when they can bite it, this will really help control their instinct to bite. And it also ensures that they are happy and stimulated within the home. This pillow is also really great because it teaches Rain like where to bite, and it has really good grip strength to play tug. Luckily, I have been training myself in the gym for a few years, so I feel like I do have like just enough strength to be able to play a good game of tug with him. But yeah, like you do have to be careful because they are really, really strong. And yeah, I'm literally like just about strong enough to play tug with him with 2 hands. But yeah, not only do Malinois have a reputation for biting, but they also have a very high prey drive. Malinois are used in some countries as poaching prevention dogs. So they chase after people who are poaching the animals, and they will go and get the poachers up the trees.
Get them!
This is also why they make really good military and really good police dogs, as they are fantastic at catching people. A good way to harness this instinct is through impulse control and your recall for your dog. And that is like one of the most important things is your recall. So yeah, making sure that recall is nice and developed, so when you're out on a walk and say for instance a runner runs past, your dog is not seeing the runner and chasing after him.
How dare you! How dare you, crazy!
But again, this is definitely something that can be worked on through impulse control, and if someone is up for the challenge and putting that kind of time in to dedicate to the Malinois, they definitely make a very loyal and loving companion. That would be like a perfect moment to have Rain here, but unfortunately I've had to remove him from the room and my partner's gone to give him a run because he is overstimulated and annoying and I can't film with him right now. Thing is, not every video is perfect. There are times where I've got Rain sitting here, he's being a good boy, and then I've also got times where Rain is being a nuisance and ripping everything up. So it's one of those things. So who is the ideal owner for a Malinois? There is no one size fits all for a Belgian Malinois owner. It could be someone who has a flexible working schedule, who can put the time into training them and stimulating them. It could be someone who is very open-minded and loves to learn about training dogs, and again is dedicated to be putting that time in. It could be a non-trainer who's maybe done some nose work and sniff work. They're into a bit of agility and bite work. Again, it's going to be a good fit. But yeah, just generally like someone who is dedicated, someone who is patient and open-minded to learning about what this dog needs. And yeah, they're committed to providing the best life for it. Someone who wouldn't be a good fit for a Malinois. Someone who works long hours and would leave the dog at home all day on their own and not do any training or mental stimulation with them. Someone who maybe doesn't like to go outside and exercise, because guess what? That's what this dog wants to do all the time. Someone who maybe spoils the dog a little bit too much and lets them run wild. Like I've mentioned before, again, they need a firm hand. You can't just be letting them do whatever they want, as they will completely take over your house. Someone who is using the dog as a status symbol, and I just hate this in like any case. You get this a lot, whether it's with certain breeds like the XL Bullies, whether it's like the Cane Corsos. A lot of them are bought as status symbols. The people who have them don't know how to look after them properly. They end up being a dangerous dog because they're in the wrong hands. They're not getting the right stimulation, they're not getting the right training they need, and they ending up either in a dog shelter or being put down, which is just so sad at the end of the day, because you think, why have them just for that?
Motherfucker! Piece of shit!
But yeah, obviously Mals are very sociable. They are pretty much Velcro dogs. Yeah, they don't want to be on their own. They like to be busy, and if they are bored, they will find themselves a job to do, and that job will be ripping your house apart. At the end of the day, Belgian Malinois are beautiful dogs, but they can also be dangerous in the wrong hands. So to conclude this video, I personally believe that Belgian Malinois do make good pets, but only in the right homes. And obviously it does depend on the Malinois you have and its drive, and making sure that you are really meeting the needs of this dog and the requirements to keep him stimulated and happy within the home. But you do need to be seriously committed and dedicated to the dog, and they will be with you for the next 14 years of your life. They are a huge commitment, and they should be with owners who can challenge them mentally and physically. Owners who respect them as working dogs, and give them the work and training that they need. And owners who give them purpose, and don't just pamper them all the time. They should be handled by people who are committed, teachable and present. And I mean, that might be a professional dog trainer, or it might be your neighbour or your friend who trains every day in their garden with dedication and love, or anyone who is willing to put in the time and commitment to one of these beautiful dogs. That brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. If you're thinking about maybe getting a Belgian Malinois, I'd love to hear from you. If you've already got a Belgian Malinois, I'd love to hear your experience. And if you are just generally interested in the breed or just a dog lover in general, I'd love to hear your experience anyways down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a like and a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye! I have a little bone to pick with this dog who has been fired from the set of the video today because he has been extremely cheeky and naughty and destroying the set's property. So for that reason, you have not been a good boy. Are we going to go see Grandma now? Are we going to go see Grandma? Oh, should we go see Grandma? Come on then, Rain, let's go.